Hi, welcome to Melana Manga. Happy New Year! I am Sheethegeek, and this is my top 26 books that I'm looking forward to in 2026. Let's get to it. Ooh, I'm gonna have a nice stack for my birthday month. So, actually, the 1st of January, we're starting the year off with a horror manga, and it's called Smile. And this is its first volume debut in English. We have a journalist and his wife. They go through something traumatic, but they split. And years down the road, somebody approaches him and gives him a pamphlet. And on this pamphlet, there is, it's for a group, like a religious group, and I think they're called like the Sacred Hearts or something. But the weird thing is that his wife is in the pamphlet, and she's smiling like weirdly. So he starts to investigate that. So that sounds like a good time. But I've really been wanting to get more into horror and more, crime related things and stuff like that. So I definitely will be picking that one up. And the art looks amazing. And I've seen some of the covers for the other volumes. So hopefully we get beautiful covers like that in English. Then next up we have Bitch Club number 7. Oh my goodness. This is my guilty pleasure. I try not to get involved in this series because there was some very toxic things that I wasn't okay with, but I fell down that rabbit hole. So we have, in this volume, we have the two cousins right here, and they are fighting over the same dude. So, and it was funny as she was saying that she was going to take her time with this series, and I think it's spanned over like 8 to 10 years, and I didn't think we were going to get anything anytime soon, but here it is. Here's number 6, and I ain't mad at it, okay? Then next we have Atabata. I'm probably saying that wrong. Number 2. This one is another like suspenseful thriller. I read the first one last year, and it was amazing. So you have this girl, and she gets mixed up with something really serious with her best friend, and then she ends up killing her best friend. And now they're trying to piece everything together, but this girl is telling half truths and whole lies. So definitely cannot wait to see what is going to happen with that. I know that I pre-ordered that one with my shop, so yep. Then next we have The Fundamentals of Being a Good Girl by Julie Murphy and Sierra Simone. I've never read anything by Julie Murphy, but when I saw Sierra Simone, I was like, let's lock it in, okay? Because that's my girl. So it's just that it's a raunchy rom-com about a single dad. He's a professor and a law grad student that turns nanny. So that sounds very interesting. And my girl, Sierra Simone, she knows. She does her homework when it comes to all the kinks. So yes, and I love the way that she writes feelings and everything like that. So it should be a good time. And I'll probably pick up the audiobook, and I haven't seen the solicitation for the audio yet and know the narrator that's going to do it, but I hope that it's somebody different this time. Like, love me some Teddy Hamilton, Jacob Morgan, Stella Hunter, Elizabeth Evans, all of them, but it would be nice to hear somebody new, somebody fresh in our ears for the new year. So then, this one I'm super fucking excited about. So this one is one of my favorite BL mangas ever, and that is Semantic Error. I'm collecting the mangas, but they are coming out with the light novel and the audiobook. I'm getting both. I'm going to read it and listen to it like I don't know what the hell's going on and just fall back in love with them. I cannot wait. And I know that the manga, I think it's the final one, comes out in February. So yeah. Then we have Low Tides of Twilight. So this is another BL, and this is through the Omegaverse. I know that you can read this online, but I have never read it. I've just been waiting for it to come out on English print, and it's a Omegaverse. Omegaverses are hit or miss for me. So This one seems like it's going to be toxic. So it's about an Omega that's in debt, and this loan shark Alpha takes on his debt, and he has to pay it back with, you know. So we shall see. Oh Lord. Then we have Immortality and Punishment that comes out on the 20th, and this is another like horror suspense. So let me see. I'm gonna read the synopsis to you. A young man burdened with a heavy secret finds himself trapped, broken and alone in a love hotel. As he falls deeper into despair, an echo of his past haunts him. Live on so you can atone. Meanwhile, chaos erupts on the street as the grotesque figures begin to appear all around the city. So, I love the cover of this, and I can't wait to read this one. It looks insane. I haven't seen any of the interior work, but I bet it's going to be good. Now, for the last one of January, we have Battle Royale. So this one has already... Okay, so there's a lot of history with this one. Let me see if I can get it right. Battle Royale came out like, I want to say maybe like 20 years ago. And Tokyo Pop was publishing it. And Tokyo Pop went under. And it was out of reprint. It was out of print for a long, long time. Now, Hand Press is picking it up. And they're redoing it. And they're going to have beautiful new hardcover deluxe. And I know I pre-ordered mine because I feel like this one is going to sell out. This is a very popular manga. I think it's like the Hunger Games type shit. So, very brutal, very gory. You know, you have these kids killing each other. But I've heard that Yen is picking it up and they're going to redo some things. And there's a lot of controversy between it because I guess if you read the old ones, they're really going to take out something significant. But Yen said they're doing it because in the long run, that storyline will work better than the original. So, and I know that they are doing an update from the Japanese to English translation. So, and I know that was like one of the gripes that people were having when they were picking up the older ones. So I do have the first volume, first deluxe edition of Tokyo Pop's version of it, but I tried to get the rest of them and they were insane amount of money, so I had to stop, and I never read it, but I'm excited to get the new one and compare them. So yep. And I know that we got a new print of the Cub and the Lone Wolf and the Cub, so that one's a big deal. People are loving that one because it's like Dark Horse does like these library editions, and it's bigger, and it's actually made in the manga format, the Japanese format, where it's, you know, read in the direction that they read in. So that I saw the previews for that, and it has like the little ribbon in there that Dark Horse does. It looks beautiful. So yeah, all kinds of goodies coming out in January. February, I only have one, but it's going to be really good. At least to me it will. I know it will be. And that is DC Black Label's Siren Love Hurts. So we're getting like a little mini series of our girls. Tini Howard and Babtar is doing it, and I love Babtar when she does, you know, the DC girls. So I cannot wait to read it. I know that we're getting a wedding, somebody's getting married, and there's like a murder mystery, you know, and Lord knows how that's gonna turn out between, you know, having Harley in the middle of all that. Right, so moving on, we have March. All right, so this one I'm really excited for. All right, so it's called Lonely Dust Lie Thick as Snow. Okay, now this is by the same team that wrote My Dear Self with Malice, and I started that series and it is absolutely insane. Okay, and this one looks like a very heavy, dark crime, gory story. So this officer ends up finding like 13 dead children, and it just takes him down this rabbit hole, and I cannot wait. I may even make my comic wife jump on this bandwagon with me. So, and this is The Dear Self with Malice is another one that I wanted to try to collect, but it's old and I've never found it here in the States, and just to have it like shipped here ridiculous amount of money. So, but maybe one day, maybe now that this one is coming out, maybe they'll see that it's going to get popular and they'll reprint that one. So next we have Game On. This is the third book in that series. So yeah, I'm ready to wrap this up. Wasn't too bad, you know, lights out, TikTok phenomena. You know, you had Jacob Morgan reading it, so that was even fucking more yummy. But and then we have my boy Teddy Hamilton doing the second book, so I wonder who's gonna do this book. But yeah, it should be good. And we have Hunt the Villain by Rena Kent. This is part of that God series, so you read the God ones first, and then you read Kiss the Villain, and then this one. This one's going to be an dark romance. The only one that I've ever read from the whole series is God of Fury, and that one is Perfection. And then we had Kiss the Villain, that was like, yeah, but this one should be way better than that one. All right, now moving on to April, we have, all right, don't judge me for this one, okay, but my BL people know what's up, okay? So we have Dear Sister, I Have Become a Blessed Maiden. When I saw the cover of this, I just totally fucking giggled, and it was like, yes, let me pre-order this one. And I know that there was another one. Sublime just put out like their calendar for stuff, and I know that there was another one that was called like Married to the Shark Clan King or something like that, and I was like, this is fucking ridiculous, and I'm gonna get it. All right, then next we have The West of the Wicked, and this is this is a Nikki St. Crow, and then this is her new series, The Great and Terrible Land. So this is retelling of Wizard of Oz, like a dark retelling of Wizard of Oz, and I cannot wait. She is really good at like retelling, so I really loved her Peter Pan run that she did, and I'm looking very much forward to this one. She said that this one's going to be a pretty big series, so I'm already locked in. And then I read the synopsis. It's like the villain gets the girl, and the girl gets all the powers. So yeah. All right, then we have The Summer Hikaru Dies, number 7. They said this is not the final cover, and it'd be crazy if it is, because like if you get any of the books, you would know that all the books are really like beautiful pastel colors, and there's nothing wrong with the black one, but I wonder if the black cover is like, it means something. So can't wait to see what that one's about. May and June is giving us some goodies, so we're starting off with Absolute Catwoman. I'm not too sure the real date that is dropping, but I know it is in May, and I cannot wait. She is so yummy. Oh my god, the way that they draw her, I'm gonna need all the covers. I cannot wait. I'm super excited because I love her in Absolute Batman, so I just eat it up every time she's on the page. So when they announce that she's gonna get her own run, yes, I am so excited. Then we have Wet Sand number 3. This is another BL. I know that you can read it online, but I've just been waiting for it to come out in, you know, book form. Basically, it's like these two dudes, they've been in the mob for a long time, and then the one's trying to get free, but he can't get away from, you know, like the love of his life, you know, but they're hella toxic, and he wants out. But something keeps pulling him back, and then he gets mixed up with this other dude, and he's kind of like bringing him into the bullshit when he's really trying to break free of the stuff. So yeah, love that triangle. I'm like, why don't you guys just all be together? Just run away and just be together. So we'll see. Then we have another Rena Kent book that I'm looking forward to, and that is Tempting Villain. This is the third book in the Viper series. I've never read any of the other ones, but this one, Tempting Venom, it is a standalone hockey romance, dark romance. So yeah, so this will keep us busy while we wait for more heated rivalry. Okay, so enemies to lovers too, sucker for that. So cannot wait. Right, June. Oh, I saw the cover of this one, and I teared up a little bit, but it's called A Prince Among Pirates, and they said if you like Our Flag Means Death, then you'll definitely love this. And our friend Jennifer absolutely loved that TV series. So when I saw this, I was like, oh, I was like, I'm gonna read this for my girl. Okay, so then we have The Secret World of Briar Rose. This is by that YouTuber Cindy. I love her. I love her crazy ass. So, and she's making her own book, and I cannot wait. Look how beautiful this cover is. Gorgeous. I know that if you pre-order it, you get like all these incentives. So I definitely will be pre-ordering this. So then we have Harvest Season. This is the second book of the Season of Carnage. We just get to see like the ending. I was like, holy shit. And I was like, this is going to be good. So I am definitely looking forward to hearing about her crazy ass and how she's going to get herself out of the situation that she's gotten herself into. Then, cannot wait. This book has my heart, okay? So it is Leigh Bardugo's another book that is going to be in the Six of Crows series, and that is The Darker Shores, Letter from Ketterdam. And I heard it's just a novella, but I'll take whatever I can get at this point, okay? So this is another author that says that they're going to take their time with this series. They're not going to be rushed. No dates. When it comes to them, it comes to them. So hopefully I'm still alive, okay? Because I really need to know what happens to my baby, so I can just imagine who these letters are from. Ugh, God, I'm gonna die. Right, last 4. So in July, we are getting the final volume of Heartstoppers. My babies. I love them so much. And I know that you can read it online. Excuse me, I think it's a webtoon, but I'm just gonna wait. I know that the UK is going to get their edition first, and then a few days later, Canada and the US are going to get their editions. So I have both. I have the US and some of the UK versions, and the only difference is that the UK versions are slightly bigger than the other ones, but that's okay. So, and I absolutely love the cover. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna cry, sob. Okay, just see my babies come to an end. So, all right. In August, we are getting another Kim L's fucking crazy ass fucking book, and this is called I Punched an Alien, and now we are in couples therapy. I absolutely love the titles of her book. They remind me of manga, and her stories are so fucking crazy. So this is like enemies to lovers. This girl gets kidnapped from Earth, and she's put onto this planet, and she is thrown and is supposed to mate with this overlord. So she's like not having it. She's like, when we met them at the end of the book, I instantly loved her because she's no nonsense, and then like just the way that she be talking to him. So I am definitely loving and looking forward to this book. Then we are getting The Last King in September. So The Last King of the Fairies. This is the Shadowhunter book, and the Shadowhunter series is finally like coming to an end. Okay, so we're getting 3 books, and it's called the Wicked Power series. So her books are like broken up into sections, but these 3 books are gonna bring them, full circle. So I'm gonna be all in my motherfucking feelings. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Victorious, and this is by V.E. Schwab. Finally, this is part of the Villain series. So there's only 2 books out right now. So the first one came out in 2018. Now we're finally getting the other one. I'm like, girl, can you finish something? I feel like this author never fucking finishes a story. Never. And I love this one. And I know that there was like comics of like some of the side characters done, and that was cool, but I need more, and I need, some closure. So we're finally getting closure in October. So yeah, that's gonna be good. Hopefully it's gonna be worth the wait, So, and that is it. I am ready. I am locked in. I am ready. And there's a bunch of other ones. I had to really narrow it down. I have like my ongoing series, like Automatic Buys, like Dun Dun Dun. Chainsaw Man. I know that we're getting a couple of those this year. You know, my single issues that I picked up, The Walking Dead, Poison Ivy, you know, things like that, Saga. So there's a bunch of things, and 2026, please be good to us. I know that we have a bunch of like movies that are coming out. I'm so excited about Supergirl. We're supposed to be getting Batman too. Like, it is DC's turn to shine, okay? And I am fucking for it. And besides these new ones, you know, I'm always trying to work on this TBR, so we shall see. But yeah, I'm super excited. Please let me know what you're excited about this year, whether it's books or whatever the hell it is. I would love to hear about it, and I can't wait to share all this stuff with you. And yeah, and just have it on my shelves and just enjoy. Like, it is like I said before, things can look a little dark here in the world, you know, when you start really looking at it and paying attention to shit. But I hope that you find something that makes you happy this year. You know, the stuff like this will keep me going, keep this right in my heart, keep going, you know. So yeah. All right, and I'll see you later. I think that's it. Yeah, I'll see you later.